So I didn't really think of what say for an update. You feel like you got a good one or any any mode out of it?
Usually I provide all the work we're doing with it. Normally, so the presenting like the big macro picture of what we've been doing last 2 months.
Um, Joe's second one, in the world, like planning, payments, and programming. I love planning and programming. Very analytical. I think they do the job. You make the payments job in really different ways. I do an analytical way. I really enjoy it. So it's kind of good. Steve. You ever get those like monthly or monthly? That's a big thing.
Phillips. Oh, gotcha.
You know, they go over all at once.
All right, go ahead and get started. Order. Introductions.
Alex back with SEMPO TPC.
Rodney Willier, City of Jackson. Jay Knudsen, representing Cape Girardeau County.
Corbin Carlton, Motor Area Engineer.
Michael Brandon, MoDOT Planning.
Jan Collier. Jake.
Commissioner, Cape Airport, Jake RCTK.
And we have Cecily Cochran, Michael Henderson, and Tom Caldwell was on there. They'll probably jump back in or something.
Afternoon, everybody.
Next up, adoption of the agenda. I'll make that motion, Rodney. Got a motion, any discussion? No discussion, do I have a second?
I'll second Jay Knudsen.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next up, adoption of the minutes. Your motion.
Motion to approve the minutes, Jay.
I'll second that motion, Rodney. Motion and a second, any discussion? Favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. I have no communications from the vice chairman. Anyone from the public? No unfinished business. First is election of officers. Bad day to miss.
Yes.
Okay, so as a reminder, election of officers, we elect a chairman and also a vice chairman. The role of the chairman is to do exactly what Drew is doing now, going through the agenda and prompted me to speak on each item. The vice chair serves as the chair in the chair's absence. It's just a one-year term. It runs our fiscal year from July 1 to June 3rd. Currently, the chair is Ryan Shrimplin, and the vice is, I'm sorry. He volunteers.
Oh, I think Ryan did send me an email and said he wanted to.
I'd like the minutes to reflect that. It was not my idea to nominate Mr. Shrimplin as the chair, but I 100% support it.
I make the motion. For Ryan Shimplin.
I'll second for Ryan. Do we want to do a slate as vice, or do we want to do it individual?
Motion for Drew as vice.
I'll make that motion. And I was just gonna modify my motion to make Chair Ryan Shimplin, Vice Chair Drew Christian.
Would you like to second the modified motion?
I would second the motion. Yes, please.
All right, so we've got a motion and a second for the slate. That remains as is. Any further discussion? Fight over it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next up, Title VI program update.
All right, the TPC released our draft back in May, on May 7th. We had over a 25-day comment period, but our public participation plan requires the 25-day period. That ended on June 3rd. No comments have been received. So the agenda item you have is asking, one, recommend conditional approval, but also to set a public hearing date for June 18th. That would be our next board meeting. And we'll advertise the public hearing in the Missourian on June 7th.
So do I have a motion to conditionally approve to the board and set the public hearing date for June 18th?
Yes, I'll make that motion. Rodney.
Second.
I'll second it.
Any discussion on that?
Alex, would you like the cities to publish that public hearing notification on their website as well?
Certainly, yeah.
Okay, just send it along and I'll get it up there. Okay.
Any other discussion? All those in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is the MTP update.
Okay. Currently, we had targeted June as the month we planned to conduct our stakeholder groups and also our 2 public open houses. However, we're still trying to coordinate the stakeholder meetings, so we decided to push that out into July, just to have more time to get all our contacts corrected. And with that, we decided to push our open house to July as well, because we wanted the information from the stakeholder groups to help inform some of the open house material. So we're targeting July 21st and July 22nd. It's a Monday and a Tuesday for the public open houses, and then trying to get an earlier time with our stakeholder groups. That's pretty much the only update currently.
Any discussion or questions on the topic? Move on to the regional trail connections discussion.
So the TPC released the draft back in May, on May 7th. The deadline for comments was June 3rd, so yesterday. We did receive some comments at our board meeting that we're looking to incorporate. They were regarding the middle alignment. But currently, I'm not sure if we're going to have the comments incorporated by our next meeting, but if we are, I'd like to be able to have a motion for conditional approval.
So a motion for approval pending.
The comments that were provided at the board meeting. Yeah, I think it does incorporate it.
And you need that motion today?
It doesn't have to come today. We could approve it in August, but we're very close to the end of our contract with Plain Design Studios. They've been working for over a year on it, so I'm running out of dollars to pay them. Yeah.
Let's do it. I'll make that motion, the conditional motion.
I'll second it, Jay.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
That'll take us to member reports, and we'll start with City of Cape.
The Lexington project is still moving along. They're coming up on Maryville intersection. They still have most of that intersection open, but they're trying to do as much work as they can before they have to further impede traffic. At the same time, the 24 Concrete Street repair is continuing, it's finishing up, or closer to finishing up. They're working on Perryville. So that area is still very congested. There are detours in place, but if you have to go through that area, please use extreme caution. South Sprigg is moving along as well. They're working from the south end down by Southern Expressway, moving towards 74. They're making progress slowly at times, but that project is moving. We fired up the 25 asphalt overlay project. They're about halfway done. That is on some residential streets, so it hasn't impacted the community at large very much. But we are working on some of the smaller, lower volume asphalt roads, getting them spruced up. We just had our pre-construction meeting this morning for the 25 Concrete Street repair. They will be starting as soon as next week. First street they're going to be doing is Janet, right next to Amstrad Elementary. The school district has been notified. We kept in contact with them, and work will proceed throughout the summer on the concrete job. I think those are the only ones.
City of Jackson.
Yeah, thanks, Drew. East Main Street sidewalk project, that's a MoDOT tap. 2 bids open April 22nd, Lobby Cement. Finishing was a little bitter. Our mayor and board awarded that contract on May 19th. We are ready to schedule a pre-construction conference this month, but I wanted to ask the MoDOT officials who are here about when they think we might get the notice of award. I don't know who could help us move that along, but we're just waiting on MoDOT's concurrence and notice of award for that tap project. The Sunset Hills Bridge Replacement Project, that's a borough. Bid opening was April 14th. We had 3 bids. Contract was awarded to Foots Construction. They plan to get started this month. The cost share agreement with MoDOT at the Deerwood roundabout. We have submitted our plans to MoDOT for a construction permit. I was asked to also check with MoDOT to let them know we're just waiting on their plan review and we're ready to bid as soon as we get that approved. Middle school crosswalk and sidewalk project, that's a TAP. Design in progress by Smith & Company Engineers. We expect a preliminary review of the design plans by midsummer. The CDBG block grant for truss works in the North Industrial Park subdivision. All the concrete is complete, and if the weather holds out, we intend to finish cleanup and surface restoration this week. So we're at the end of that project. East Jackson Boulevard roadway lighting project, that's another MoDOT cost share. The mayor and the board recently approved 3 MoDOT lighting agreements. One was for the cost share, and then 2 lighting agreements for Highway 61 and Highway 72. Our engineer Strickland is wrapping up the plans, specs, and bid docs, and we're almost ready to bid on that. Let's see. I understand our city engineer is working with MoDOT on the biannual bridge inspection program in Jackson. And lastly, our Safe Across Pedestrian Safety Program. Our flat statues, which are called Mr. Walker, have been permanently installed at 3 locations so far. Those are on Oak Street at the West Lane Elementary, on West Main Street, near Main Street Fitness, and then on Park Street in the city park. We also posted compliance signs at the studying sidewalks this week, advertising the percentage of compliance at that crosswalk to try and raise awareness. And then our concrete street improvement program is almost ready to bid, hopefully next week.
All right. Cape County. I have nothing to report on behalf of Cape County. Transit report.
Next Friday, we're celebrating our 25th anniversary of being in operation. We're expecting several people to attend from the federal and state level. We have officially taken over SEMPO Transit, so we will now have all student transportation for the university. Effective July 1, at the launch of our new fixed route for the city of Cape, we are also launching a transit app that will allow people to track the buses live now versus not being able to. And we are working to add a Greyhound stop to our location, so there's now going to be a Greyhound connection again in Cape.
Wow. You're to be congratulated. That's a great 25 years. It's come a long, long way.
Definitely seeing an increase in ridership. We're about 35%, even higher this year than we were last year.
That's great.
I got
Actually, Delta project's getting ready to start up. It should be next week. We're gonna have our main runway when they are doing the intersection. We don't need the main runway both that night, but the safe area will be covered, so it won't affect any of our airline service. So they'll still be operating when we do that.
RPC, we're starting up collecting our communities, all our municipalities, their transportation needs and priorities. We're collecting math, which we will then be taking to the counties. Then the counties set their priorities for transportation needs, and then that will all come together into a regional list in July at our TAC meeting. So we're working through the prioritization process now. This to MoDOT.
Hello, Rodney, if you'd like to meet after the meeting, we can talk about your Jackson project work.
Okay.
Concerning the local MPO projects, just north of the MPO at Route Y, the bridge is on schedule for July 18th reopening. Route 177 on the Mississippi River has wrapped up all work along the roadway. Emerson Bridge, everybody's seen that work started up there. They're working on the cables currently. We'll move on to the deck eventually. So it's going to take about 2 construction seasons of having that lane drop on different sides of the highway there. We had a pre-construction meeting last week with Puts for Kings Highway drainage work. This is going to start in early July, and occasionally there will be entrances along Kings Highway that will be temporarily closed as we install pipes as needed along that corridor. We're currently putting a plan together for repair work on the Bloomfield Road Bridge. There's a few issues there. And lastly, in Jackson along 72, there's plans to begin paving again in August. Next, I'd like to bring it over to Mike to discuss the STIP.
Yeah, I don't have any real major updates. We're on schedule. We had just finished the STIP, and then that kind of got in the central office's hands and went out to the public. Public comment periods wound down. And then we went right into the unfunded needs list. And again, I just want to thank everybody, because those are 2 of the most important documents that MoDOT puts together. The STIP obviously speaks for itself, and the unfunded needs list has been a crucial speaking tool that we've been, using the past several years to help communicate with, all kinds of people, throughout our district and throughout the state, so. So we're expecting the, commission approval, hopefully, on the STIP, next month, and then one dot hopefully shortly after that. And then, garden input and needs list, you know, we kind of wait, get a lot of things from people and getting things estimated, but that's just part of it. But I think we're looking good. We should be able to meet our deadline. We'll have it in there. It's a good set of project lists. And I think we're talking about holding a public meeting this year. Again, we are thinking mid to late August and probably somewhere around probably the Ozark Foothills facility. I haven't asked them yet. Need an answer, so, hopefully they can host it this time, and we're gonna kind of go for the central location this time. And, but yeah, once we get more details on that, we'll spread the word to you and then see what you can do to kind of spread the word, encourage, you know, participation, or at least checking it out online and submit any comments. That's all I have.
And Mike. If that's Mike Henderson.
Yeah.
Any,
Yeah, just a couple quick ones for Alex and Drew. We have submitted the tip amendment for approval and are just waiting on that. We should get that anytime. Signatures also for the CPG agreement have made it through your end, and we've just got to get the MoDOT signatures, and we should have that ready for the notice to proceed to go out on time this year. So thank you.
takes us to IDOT,
Yeah, I wish we were able to say the same as far as our agreements, but we did have yesterday our statewide MPO meeting, which was successful. The secretary, which is a new secretary, Gia Biaggi, we met her and she spoke, and we had a rather late call for projects of $400 million to any and all agencies statewide, and we received 2,000 applications, which was huge. But we're hoping to possibly get those selected out of that 2,000 and possibly awarded and put in our multi-year plan. So it's holding it up a bit, but we're hoping to get that done. But that's all.
do you get to go through all 2,000 one by one?
Well, we understand the review process is going to be distributed by a bunch of folks. So I don't know if you'll be, you folks are the MPO be possibly selected to review, but they may be calling you, Alex. But we're hoping to get that done in the next couple weeks. So I haven't heard other than it's going to be a big blast to try to get these things wrapped up. But there was a lot of interest because it was widespread as to what was eligible, everything and anything. But a lot of interest.
Anything else?
No.
FHWA. Can't hear you. There. No.
Just kind of piggybacking on what Mike said, we do have a couple of things pending for signature. I've already reviewed and sent quite a few things over to FTA. Just please bear with us because we're on limited staff. But I am checking on everything. We should get the final approvals back very soon.
think that's all the member reports, which brings us to staff.
Nothing additional for me.
Any other business or communications? Next TPC meeting will be July 2nd. Board meeting's coming up the 18th of June. And I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned, Rodney.
Second.
Second, all those in favor? Opposed? We are adjourned.
I got a request.
Yeah, we're Jason Black. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, she kind of didn't make them now.
Okay.
TPC board, I need to. Try to put one in every 2 weeks.
Oh, yes.
That's what I'm saying. You might be the time running.
Fine. We got a lot of.